Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to another exciting episode of The Good
Game, guys. Game, guys. Game, guys. Game.
Right.
with your host, Dr.Captain.
TKO!
Were you gonna go, Dag?
Oh, I went.
Oh, okay.
I went right in front of Aaron.
It sounded simultaneous. I'm the loud kid.
And I'm the NPC, patiently waiting my turn.
No, so you gotta jump in front of everybody else. Like, come on,
Yeah, you
dude.
do.
This
We
was
should all do it all at once.
This is just like a vocal car crash.
It really is.
So nothing new then. Oh, man.
Well, normally it's a technical difficulty train wreck, so at least we've upgraded.
You know, that's true. We have improved on that aspect.
Or is that downgraded?
Yeah, I guess it could be argued.
Right?
Oh, man. So, anyway, how have we all been doing this fine week?
Bored.
Mixed emotions.
Okay, that's two people down. Dag, it's your turn.
Busy.
NPC, go.
Nothing.
I guess I've been kind of exhausted.
Lol.
Actually, I have
That
been
was quick.
hardcore diving into World of Warships, and though I still have a lot of good things to say about it, there's a couple of things that Wargaming does in all of its games that I just find annoying as shit. Mainly this broken, stupid, totally almost incomprehensible spotting system they have, where it's possible for a 150-foot-long, several multi-ton metal vessel to sit 6 to 7 kilometers off your starboard bow and be invisible in wide open ocean.
Oh, are you talking about that new camouflage system they put in?
It's been the
No,
same.
he was talking about the destroyers just outright disappearing out of the game when
Well,
you are,
isn't
when they're concealed.
Well, yeah, isn't part of the reason is because they throw up that smoke generator?
No, they have a normal concealment where if you I'm traveling. I'm just driving along. All of a sudden, torpedoes just magically appear in front of me, hit my ship, and blow my face off. As I'm dying, all of a sudden, a destroyer, 7 kilometers, blinks into existence. It's like, hi, I was a destroyer. Last time I checked, I was playing World of Warships, not Star Trek Online, with Klingon birds of prey flying around, dropping torpedoes everywhere.
Well, maybe if you just looked out the window, you'd be able to see them.
In actuality,
Well, if there was
you'd
a
be able
button
to.
or something attributed to that capability, then that would be one thing, but there isn't. Like, you can't just make your commander go and stand on the other side of the bridge and take a look out there with his binoculars.
Shouldn't everyone be like looking out for shit?
Not to mention, in the late tiers, ships have this thing called, what is it called? Radar!
Right.
Yeah, that's an important feature.
It really is.
But even then, a destroyer can sit there 7 miles away, or no, my bad, 5 miles away from you or whatever, and be invisible on wide open, clear-skied ocean.
Yep.
So retarded.
That's impressive.
That's
It's
fucking
kind of-
wargaming.
It's kind of irritating. But I kind of like playing destroyers. Like, I like going headfirst towards all the battleships and just
Yeah, that's because you
shoving
get your
torpedoes up their butts.
stupid little cloaking device. So retarded. Like, it gives me mini
I
aneurysms.
tend to get too close to cloak up, honestly. I play an American destroyer, so our torpedoes can only go like 4 kilometers. So, like, you're going to see me when I start firing at you, but good luck doing anything about it.
yeah. Right.
Like, oh, you killed me. Alright, give it a second.
Wait for it. Fucking torpedoes in this game.
Torpedoes are kind of OP.
Yeah, especially in late tier where a Japanese carrier, the Yamato, no, the Musashi took like, I don't know, 10 torpedo hits and like 20-something bomb hits before it went down.
Sure.
In this game, nope. One carrier can send 2 squadrons and one-shot you.
Oh, so they took the Kitakami out of the game.
Thank God. Fuck
Well-
that thing.
They replaced it with the Atago.
Now, guys who don't know what that is, it is a fucking cruiser that can launch 40 torpedoes, 20 per side.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
Retarded is the word you were thinking about, right, River?
And,
Yeah.
and they're Japanese torpedoes, so they've got like a 10-kilometer range.
Oh, I thought you were gonna say so they've got people inside of them yelling
Banzai!
Banzai.
I wouldn't be surprised, nor would I feel sorry for those little bastards.
I'm like, because that was the thing, manually steered torpedoes.
How come the Japanese carriers don't have that option?
How come the U.S. carriers don't have that option? I remember Snake Plissken. I remember Escape from New York, or L.A., or whichever one it was.
Both.
They pretty much were the same movie.
Yeah, fair enough.
Oh man, I'm actually kind of wondering when they might put in U-boats. To be honest,
They probably won't.
Yeah, I'm not sure they're ever going to.
Like, I could see Gaijin possibly doing it, but I don't. Not this game.
Oh, what's wrong? Does Nintendo not feed your submarine fetish enough?
Well, it'd be hard to balance them out. Okay. Well,
well,
actually, no.
well, hang on, because I was actually kind of thinking of a way you could somewhat balance it out. Because you could probably just keep the U-boats like surface level, so you don't have to implement a whole new
Well,
underwater
that sort
scheme?
of eliminates the whole purpose of using them.
Hold on though,
Yeah.
because part of it could just be like an activation that allows you to go down to periscope depths. Maybe for temporary, because you got to resupply air and shit.
No.
Yeah, but here's the problem: when a submarine is underwater, it gets I think 8 to 10 knots tops.
Mm-hmm.
Like top speed underwater. So one, they'd have to either A, artificially buff its speed, or B, you'd be playing a submarine and the battle would be over by the time you get within torpedo range of anything.
Well, you'd be having torpedo battles with other subs, but the shit up on the surface is going to be dropping depth charges
Okay, do you know how long it would take 2 subs from across the map to reach each
for
other?
fucking ever.
Yeah, the battle will be over before a submarine will see another submarine. That's why it's going to be really hard to do, especially if War Thunder, because if everything in War Thunder has its historically accurate speeds and all that kind of crap, the submarine wouldn't even get to the battle before it was over.
Obviously, you just need to power the submarine with ninjas.
Oh my god.
Wow.
No, you just need to replace the hamster.
Because, I mean, I understand, like, submarines in a World War II naval game not being there is like a travesty of justice. It's like a World War II tank game with no tigers. It's like, what the fuck is this bullshit?
Right?
Like, this is just... No. Get this out of my face. Go away.
Well, do you think maybe part of the problem too is just because a lot of the U-boats are more of a German exclusive thing as well?
Well, there's no German line in the game, which kind of makes no sense.
Well,
that's
because
what I'm
Germany-
saying though. I mean, like, wouldn't the U-boat just kind of be exclusive to Germany when they do introduce that line?
Are you nuts?
No, hear me out. I know that the other
90% of shipping that America sunk during World War II was freaking by our U-boats.
I was about to say. I know we did have some, but
We were
But
doing
let's-
to Japan what Germany was trying to do to Britain, but we did it successfully, which ended the war sooner. Yeah, we were raping their merchant fleet with our submarines. It wasn't even fair.
Rape is a strong word.
That's what we were doing with giant torpedoes.
Oh God. It's so big.
Yeah, that's what they.
So big. And we didn't use lube.
Well, we used the oil spilling out of their ships as lube.
Well,
But
that
the
came
first-
after the fact. Like, the oil is kind of like a ship's blood.
Yeah. Oh, I'm gonna stop right now. Nope. Stopping. Dick.
oh god,
So that conversation got horrible fast, didn't it?
Yeah, I
it
can
really
detect-
did.
If I
You're
rated it-
welcome.
It's a
I
good
rated-
thing we're not the History Channel, because
Yeah.
1, we don't have the fancy CGI recreations, and 2, our language would have gotten us pulled off the air a long time ago.
That's what HBO is for.
Right?
Now I'm just trying to imagine an HBO show about World War II battles narrated by Dennis Leary.
Dennis Leary.
No, narrated
Narrated
by
by
Kevin Hart.
us.
I would rather have it be George Carlin, but he's dead.
Screw that. Narrated by Kevin Hart.
Screw that. Narrated by us.
Okay.
We can't entertain a whole audience on HBO. What are you talking about, Dag?
I'm here.
Right,
We
you can
can't.
barely entertain an audience on Twitch, right?
Right? Oh man.
My memes.
Oh, God.
But anyway. Oh shit. What else was there really to say at this point?
I've been
I don't know. Is there really anything to fucking say more about World of Warships besides the fact that they did their server wipe?
Oh, right.
Oh, the war.
What?
E3 Humble Bundle ticket shenanigans.
What?
Wait, is that
So-
more for the news or is that for now?
Yeah, we could get into it now.
Yeah, we have nothing else to talk about, so.
Not entirely true,
So,
but go on.
Well,
a deal that they had up on a Humble Bundle was, for any amount at or over $1, you would get into the closed beta. You would get a Tier 5 Russian cruiser, 1,000 of the in-game gold, and
Golden doubloons.
and 5 port slots and 7 premium days. And Wargaming kind of made a mistake. Like, the first couple of minutes, they changed the wording on Humble Bundle to say that, or to not specify whether or not you were going to be able to keep all this stuff after the beta wipe. So people asked on their forums, and their community manager's response was, yes, you'll be able to keep it all post-wipe. It'll all get credited back.
And then it didn't.
And then it wasn't.
Yeah.
So the wipe that happened a couple of days ago, people lost their Murmansk. They lost the doubloons, they lost the premium time, and they lost the port slots.
That's the thing that hurt me the most too. The slots. I was like, no,
Yeah.
really?
This is actually kind of a big deal for all of the beta players because they were under the assumption
They were basically
they
lied
didn't
to.
keep it. So the
Yeah.
community manager comes back a couple of days later, or like a day later, and clarifies, like, oh yeah, we made a mistake, sorry about that. Instead of just giving people what they paid for, they're backing out. They have since credited the ship to players' accounts that
I haven't
purchased
gotten
it.
mine yet.
Yeah, they're rolling it out. It's going to take a while. But here's how I'm seeing it.
Yes.
They created a purchasing contract. Like a sale contract, if you will. You pay this much, or however much you want to for this, you get this. Then, they took it away.
Mm-hmm.
It's like Wargaming's name just became toxic to any charity that they would ever be behind again. Like, nobody's going to put money into it.
Right?
It's like, oh, they didn't specify it was going to be a rental.
Right? Who the fuck would do that?
They
I know a game that fucking did that for a while. Well, not so much for like a charity name, but just as far as like cosmetic stuff within it. Does anybody remember Gunbound?
Nope.
Yep.
Yeah.
Never played it, but I know of it.
Yeah, they did. They implemented it some time ago. I haven't touched it. Oh God, in how many years? But when I went back to it, it was just pretty much that you can rent out these fucking items.
Right, but they never specified it was going to be a rental. And then when they were asked on their own forums, they said that yes, you will be able to keep it.
They lied.
They either lied or they made a mistake in that they didn't change it with enough time ahead of the sale.
Mm-hmm.
They didn't even change it at all until the sale was long over after the wipe occurred. So they did lie. It is deception. I guess it does technically constitute fraud, even though it wasn't necessarily intentional.
Yep.
And there are so many people that are just accepting it, like, oh well, I got more than I bargained for just with the ship anyway, right? Well, good going, Wargaming. It's like, no, you you don't thank a company for selling you a fucking bundle and then taking
90% of it back.
Right.
It all depends on how far they want to pursue this. Like, they could say somewhere in that their beta terms of service that there is no guarantee that players would be able to keep anything unlocked during the beta.
I don't see why they just don't give up.
Terms of service specifically state otherwise. Any actual currency, any money that you put into this game is on your account after the closed beta, after the open beta, through retail.
Yep.
Shit, I was actually about to go somewhere.
Yeah.
Fuck, I lost my trail of thought. Oh well.
So it's kind of fucked. I mean, their brand is just toxic. They have alienated people that would put money into the beta. Mind you, the beta testers are going to be a small percentage of the overall player base.
What they have a loud voice though.
Yep.
Well, it's the only voice currently out there. The open beta is not starting for like another several days.
No, what I mean is that people like who are say players of World of Tanks and World of Warplanes, that community, we'll say the wargaming community, will be listening close intently to the forums on what the beta testers are saying.
Oh, of course.
So word of mouth is they're gonna take a hit from that.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, their buyer-seller trust has been destroyed.
Mm-hmm.
Destroyed!
The longer it takes, the worse it's going to be for their overall reputation.
Yeah.
And I mean, like, the thing that you would want to encourage, I would think, as wargaming, is getting people to put money into your game, even if it's early closed beta. Like, that seems like a good thing to have happen.
Right.
And alienating people who would do that is pretty much alienating the consumer base who would be putting money into the game otherwise.
Yeah, dumb move. Very dumb move.
It really is not smart.
So you did warn me before the show that you were going to go off on World of Warships. Does this put a finisher on it for now?
Yeah.
For me,
Yeah.
Fuck destroyers. Other than that, I'm good.
Okay.
That's about it. I mean, like, the game is still fun to play, but it's not going to be when all the players bleed out of it.
Yeah.
Fun isn't allowed in PC gaming.
What?
No fun allowed.
Well, no, I'm playing placeholder warships until the real warships come out. So it's all good.
We're playing World of Doilies until we get napkins.
Oh God.
Oh man.
Pretty damn much.
So, Loud Kid.
Yes.
Hey man. So I kind of wanted to start off with a bit of the beginning of the show, just maybe revisiting some of like E3 a little bit because you missed out. And to be fair, I know you had some pretty vocal opinions.
I don't know how much of our time I should take up with this.
None of it.
No,
Okay.
no. We can give him at least 10 minutes.
Do I have to?
No,
Yes.
you don't.
He's not in control.
I
Oh,
really
yeah?
don't want to complain again.
It's like, do I have to assume direct control?
I think you might have to.
Assuming
All
control.
right. Look, Bethesda won E3. Fucking just all the shit that they showed off. Sony had a okay showing with the game that we've been expecting since the PS3 and the remake of the game that we've been expecting since PS3 and that Kickstarter that wasn't really part of Sony's endeavors. Then there was Microsoft showing off the HoloLens, which looks kind of neat. And then they had the new Halo stuff. And they finally said, oh, we're doing backwards compatibility, even though both of the other major companies have had that for a while.
Mm-hmm.
And Nintendo decided to kick me in the teeth and the balls simultaneously by... Well, no...
That's where you keep them?
No. Multiple kicks.
It was like a jumping punch to his face while doing a Jackie Chan kick to the nuts as he flew through the air.
Something like that. Yeah. The only good thing that they showed was...
Star Fox,
Well-
pretty much.
I shouldn't say the only good thing, because, yeah, Star Fox was pretty good, too.
So it was a flying knee followed by a dive kick.
Except that Star Fox has no multiplayer whatsoever.
Yeah, that still bugs the hell out of me.
The good thing, the one really good thing that I saw was the new Paper Mario game, / Mario and Luigi game, which looks pretty good so far. It would be impressive if they could fuck that up. Oh God, they just did, because I said it, didn't they?
Well, hang on, see, because I kind of want to... I'm not entirely sure. How did Nintendo kick you in the nuts?
I'm not done.
Quit goading him already.
So we got the port of Hyrule Warriors for the 3DS, which is a system that it pretty much should have been on in the first place, considering the style of game it is.
Uh-huh.
It's perfect for a portable system, and there's new content for that, which you can only get on the Wii U version if you buy the 3DS version as well. So there's that, and apparently it's got revamped systems and a bunch of new content. But there was another new Zelda game, which is Triforce Warriors, I think is what they're calling it.
Triforce
Which is
Heroes.
basically, we for some reason forgot that like we've been focusing on the connectivity aspect of our hardware for the last 10 years. And so instead of making a Four Swords game for the Wii U and having you connect your 3DSs to it to play, we're going to say 4 links is too tall for our new totem mechanic and make it a watered down handheld game that's really short with contrived mechanics.
Wait.
And people have been saying the gameplay is really fucking easy.
Wow. Hey, Dag, are you ready to lull?
Sure.
I exited the battle. My Meringues is back.
Okay.
Wow. Please continue, loud kid.
And then
And then.
I can't. It's stuck in my throat because like if I say the word, it begins with an M. If I say the word, I'm gonna puke.
Oh, you mean Metroid?
No,
Generation?
it's Nintendo's co-op Titanfall spinoff.
Ah!
Oh, Metroid of Duty. Got it.
It's sort of looks like Metroid. It's got the name. Everything looks super fucking chibi, and there's no concrete story. It's just a bunch of missions, and
Space Soccer.
it's got space soccer, and Samus will show up at some point, maybe.
But look on the bright side. In the newest Fire Emblem, you can gay marry your brother or sister.
I don't care about
Wow.
Fire Emblem.
That's incest.
But yeah, the new Fire Emblem does look pretty good. I just really don't like the fact that they
Wait.
separated it into 2 versions.
Wait, Fire Emblem's gonna let you play as a Lannister?
I was about to go there.
No, yeah,
Really?
so totally.
Thanks for the
That's-
spoilers.
No, seriously, one of the friggin' the Western looking European-ish looking faction is totally the fucking Lannisters.
Oh man.
I suppose that figures.
Now, to me, they look more like the generic bad guys from any Fire Emblem game ever.
Well, yeah, but it's Fire Emblem. So yeah, I kind of got upset with Nintendo.
I think that's a
good
little bit of
reason,
an
I suppose.
understatement, don't you think?
Well, okay, Square Enix did an
Hallelujah!
okay.
It's finally happened. Praise Black Jesus.
Square Enix did an okay show. It's weird to me that the remake for 7 was at Sony's conference instead of Square Enix's.
They did it both. Played the same exact trailer.
Yeah, I know, but like it's weird that they showed it off. Like Sony really didn't have anything of their own except for The Last Guardian, which has been like
Well, to be fair, The Last Guardian, Horizon, and
Uncarded.
yeah,
oh yeah, uncarded.
and what was
Which
it?
but it's shit that we've been expecting for a while.
I don't know if we can safely say we were expecting Horizon. Just throwing that out there, because that still baffles me.
Which one is that? The one with like the post-apocalyptic cave girl?
Yeah, that's the one.
Okay, yeah.
What?
That looked really fucking weird.
Monster Hunter, but with robots.
Yeah, kinda. That's what it seemed like.
I'd play it.
Well, yeah, but you're a fucking weeb. I'm really disappointed they didn't show off anything else from Bravely Second. Everyone, the trembling yarn man from the
EA.
It was EA's presentation.
It was EA.
Is now like the biggest meme on the internet.
Yeah.
I still feel bad for that
Everybody
guy.
says everybody's like wants to protect his smile.
What?
It's just the fucking weirdest shit ever.
What the fuck? Okay.
That's fairly goofy.
Yeah.
Barely or totally?
Well,
He's trembling Swedish yarn man,
Oh
Wow.
man,
and you have to protect his smile.
This isn't a show.
this sounds like a
It's
Flash
trick.
game now.
I don't. I
Someone needs to make that on Newgrounds.
and then there's all the backlash that Nintendo received from E3 and their responses, mainly from Reggie, who is completely out of touch with reality at this point because he believes that kids or I don't remember the exact age range, but it was around like I think like between
5 and 7.
5 and 10.
I was gonna go ahead and put that up on our Facebook page after the show.
Yeah.
Nah.
actually-
That's part of this.
No,
This is,
the headline was a complete mislabel. It was total clickbait.
no,
The context of the quote, which as I read it, was that games like Yokai Watch, monster collecting RPGs, are better on dedicated hardware because kids will borrow their parents' phones and tablets and play for short periods of time. They're
That's
not on
bullshit.
their phones all the time.
that's
Definitely
bullshit,
not
though.
for hours at a time to play RPGs.
Wow.
It's not. Like, have you been outside much?
Yeah, I know most
That's
kids.
people are raising their kids on their fucking tablets now.
Right?
Yeah, they're not playing video games on them. That's for sure.
Yeah, they are.
Yeah.
Oh, most of the time when I see someone out there with a tablet, they're watching a movie.
I
that
usually
depends
see
on
him
the
reading
age
a
of
book
the
or something.
kid. You know how many times I've seen it? I'm going out to Walmart or something, and I see, little 1 to 3 year old, possibly 4, in the shopping cart. The kid starts making noise, and the mom just hands them a smartphone, and they start playing some Candy Crush or other lame game.
The point that I'm trying to make is that Reggie seemed to think that it was non-existent thing, when it's definitely not.
But I don't know. I agree with him. I don't think a lot of people are playing long-form RPGs on their phones.
I know several people that are.
CJ.
Emulation
Matt.
doesn't count.
I'm not
Why
talking
doesn't it
about.
count? It's the
I'm not
platform
talking
we're
about emulation. I'm talking about the ports of like Dragon Quest and fucking Final Fantasy stuff.
I wouldn't wish those ports on anybody.
But even if it is a port, they're
be
playing
fair.
on their mobile
Anyways,
device.
that's part of Nintendo's response to shit. The other thing is apparently just out of the blue. I don't know when it started, but they seem to be super gung ho about not revealing whatever they're working on until it's like within 9 months out.
That's kind of a bad
Right.
idea.
It's an extremely bad idea, and their reasoning for it is that if they show off something that's not going to be out soon, it'll only frustrate the customers.
Wow.
I've seen plenty of examples that prove that's true.
Yeah, but what's worse, that or not putting it out to the time where the customers can go, no,
I
we
would
don't want
much
that.
rather know and be content in the safety of knowing that they're actually going to be producing new cool stuff that I can look forward to, as opposed to being kept in the dark and just having this hashed out shovelware, frankly, which is what I feel like the new Metroid and the new Zelda are, just so they can be pushed out by the end of the year or by the first quarter of next year. Like, they could have put so much more effort into this. Oh yeah, that was the other thing about Metroid. Their explanation for the whole fucking chibi look to it is that the regular-sized characters don't look good on the small DS screen, which is complete bullshit because there's been tons of other games that have done it and it's looked fine.
So I can tell you're a little upset about Nintendo.
Yes.
Just a little, you think?
It's finally happened.
Oh, and then and one last thing for me to be pissed off about, which is still like my greatest hope for the near future, for Fallout 4. Are we gonna discuss the dialogue wheel later on?
We could probably get it now because I have something over here in relations to Fallout 4, so we'll bridge it.
Okay. They brought in the Mass Effect dialogue wheel where you're locked into only having 4 choices that are shortened phrases that don't give you an accurate representation of what your character is actually going to say or how they're going to say it when you click the
Dragon
button.
Age also does that. What's your point?
It didn't before.
Oh no, change! Alert the masses! Get your torch and pitchforks!
The issue is that it ruined that combined with the voice acting, which I don't have a direct problem with, but it lessens the value of role playing. It limits your choices, and it frankly, unless your character has that voice, you're going to feel out of place trying to play a different character. It's like, this is the character that your voice has if he's male. This is the character your voice has if she's female. That's it.
Well, it depends
Whereas,
if they do it like Saints Row 2, where they let you choose from a wide selection of voices.
What, 3?
No, you could do a black dude, the Australian dude, and then like normal white sounding dude.
Yeah, come on, you get so many choices like Nolan North, Nolan
didn't-
North, and Nolan North.
it didn't seem that way because they've been bragging about how the male and the female actor have both recorded over 1,300 lines of dialogue each, and they were pretty adamant about there being a male and a female option.
Right.
Okay.
But yeah, besides that, it's just the fucking dialogue wheel is terrible for RPGs because you never get what you expect the character to say when you click the fucking
I
button.
don't know. I think it kind of goes hand in hand with the voice acting, because if you're reading on the screen exactly what the character is going to say right before they say it, kind of lessens the impact of having actual voice acting.
I understand that.
True that.
It just doesn't work well when you're trying to roleplay as the character, and you think, oh, I'm going to pick option A, he's going to say it something along these lines in this fashion, and it ends up completely screwing you over because that's not what you envisioned that phrase to mean.
Maybe. I mean, it's a valid opinion, but I honestly don't think I had that problem with Mass Effect.
I was discussing it online with several other people. Most people seem to be on my side with this.
I would rather have a main character with a voice than not. I'm sick of the main characters always being mute.
Right?
Yeah.
Eh?
Too much time has passed for that shit.
Mm-hmm.
So
So anyway, yeah, since we're talking kind of Fallout stuff, one of the things that actually happened during E3 that we kind of actually didn't really get into, which I think is amazing, is you guys heard about how the guy sent in like about 2,240 bottle caps to try and get his copy of Fallout, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Apparently that actually worked.
Sure, since he was the first person to ever try that with them, they're like,
Yeah.
yeah, we'll let it happen.
Creativity points for you. This is a
right.
win.
I mean, it's only one free copy of the game, so they're not really out much.
Now they're gonna get flooded by bottle caps. Tons are gonna be sent in. I got bottle caps.
No.
Jason,
they
I told you we should have done that.
They specified because he was the first. That's why he was getting a copy of the game.
Yeah. And apparently, like, someone did the math. Like, it was apparently like over $1,000 worth of actual money if you counted the value of the actual of the amount of bottle caps that he sent in.
I find that hard to believe.
like from what I hear, he's been saving bottle caps like 4
decades.
years to pay for this game.
Yeah.
Well, if you count it as like buying $1,000 some odd dollars worth of bottles or whatever with their contents, then yeah, fine. The caps themselves have what, less than a penny value?
Yeah, pretty much.
I might have gotten the number wrong. All I know is that it was, for sure, it was way more than the value of the game.
So here I am.
They just sent them all to the recycling bin and go, hey, we got. He paid for the game anyway. We're just gonna recycle all these bottle caps and keep the money.
Yeah,
Right.
pretty much.
Plus, the shipping cost.
So anyway, part of the reason why I want to kind of bring this up, and I get they probably won't actually allow us to do it since, again, that's the first guy to do it. But in my hand right now, I do have
Oh god.
a bucket full of bottle caps.
Speaking of Fallout, when do we know a release date for the Android version of their mobile game?
I think
'Cause
next month, isn't it?
It's next month.
There's been no confirmation yet.
Oh god damn it.
You know what? Maybe we need to send in this bucket, and then we can then we can get it sooner.
I'm gonna find it funny if an apocalypse happens and people don't agree on bottle caps as currency.
Who the hell would do that?
Yeah, it was a silly idea in the
It
first
was
place.
a
It was
retarded idea.
It was borrowed from some work of fiction. I don't remember.
Uh,
But yeah, the whole point is that it's silly.
Right. I mean, that's sort of the point of Fallout. It's like, hey, here's this otherwise somewhat fun game. We can call it Skyrim or whatever. But when we make it as silly as possible and put guns in it, it's Fallout.
Mm-hmm.
Which is really not what Fallout was about originally, but like, it's alright.
Oh, hey, to interrupt real quick, we do have a caller.
Have we already?
Apparently. Let's see what he wants to say.
Alright.
Hey, buddy.
Hey, hello.
So, what was it you wanted to go ahead and call about since we were talking E3?
Yeah, I was talking E3. I was talking about you're talking about Fallout 4 and the RPG mechanics and everything. I wanted just to interject a little bit on that, honestly. I've played most of the RPGs I've played have always been very mute characters. And the fact that we have some Mass Effect style the dialogue wheels, I find that be kind of a good thing. Like, yeah, we don't like envision our RPG character to be how we want them to be, how they talk and everything, but we normally don't get that anyway when it comes to games like Final Fantasy or Tales of Legendia or Zelda or even stuff like Lunar.
Well,
you know?
Right.
And
Because the characters are already written, right?
Yeah, that's what I was
Right.
gonna say.
yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, I think for some reason, I think having the Mass Effect dialogue wheels sort of does give us a sense of agency and all, because when you think about it, the Witcher games also have that as well.
Mm-hmm,
You know?
true.
So, and I don't know, I mean, yeah, we won't get the most perfect conversation ever, and our main characters may be stilted as fuck, but still, we have some sort of agency in how we get them to talk.
We have
You
an
know,
interaction.
So, yeah, it's a good sense of interaction, even though, yeah, Mass Effect dialogue wheel has been overused constantly, so I do understand that.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's basically what I want to say. Also, just about E3, just to put out my thing, Doom looks fucking amazing.
Oh yeah, I
I'm
forgot
very
about
excited for that. Yeah, Doom, Dishonored 2, we got Fallout 4, we got Star Fox Zero, fucking finally. I know, I'm serious. If you guys seen that, if
Oh,
you guys
dude, you
watched the
should-
trailer,
You should have tuned
my
in last week when Dan and I were going off on our Nintendo thing. Which actually,
Oh,
I should probably plug the YouTube channel. So, guys, if you actually wanted to check out last week's episode, or maybe just an older episode, you should totally head over to our YouTube channel where we upload some of the past episodes. And, you know, you can kind of keep up to date on the little things that you might have missed out when we were doing the show live. Hell, we
Yeah,
even
we
do other
upload-
videos, too.
Other random shit, too. I did a review of The Witcher 3.
cool.
I'll have to watch that.
Well, I didn't get a chance to watch the Nintendo show. I watched the Nintendo World Championships, which was a lot of fun. But I never got a chance to watch like all the main shows, like EA, Ubisoft, and all that, because I had work on those days, which was kind of fucked up. But yeah, I had to know that Star Fox Zero was out, and I was so happy because when you look at it, you notice that they actually use gameplay from Star Fox 2, a
Yeah.
game that never came out.
Yep.
And I was actually very, very excited about that. I was like, wow, finally, Nintendo, you put out the good shit on Star Fox. Now, all I'm hoping is that you don't have like a Star Fox 64 world map. If you don't have that, when we're able to actually control our ships to what planet we want to go to, then I'm fucking excited. I'm going to give you thumbs up. But but if it turns out it's going to be like Star Fox Assault where we don't have any world map at all, I'm going to say, fuck you all, I'm not buying a Wii U. So,
All right, man. Well, hey, we
Yeah.
got to go ahead and get on with the rest of the show, dude.
yeah. of
But
course,
hey,
thank you very-
thanks for calling in, man.
Thanks for listening to me, guys. Have a good day.
All right, you
All
too.
right.
And hey, remember, everyone else out there who's listening live right now, you too can call us by just scrolling down and hitting that Skype icon that leads you to our Skype account of Good Game Guys 1. Just
It's
totally
like
add that, push it,
Magic.
You could just as easily not.
you know, but we'd like it if you did. Because we
Oh,
like hearing
we
from you
would.
guys.
Oh, so,
we
I guess
would.
some of us
know.
like being derailed. Most of us don't.
Anyway, so yeah,
Depends on the situation.
we'll go ahead and get back onto the news. Let's see.
News.
Yeah, we
It's
kind
for
of have
losers.
Wow.
So we had some actual Battlefront stuff being discussed where Peter Moore, one of the people that was interviewed when it came down to talking about Battlefront.
Oh God.
No. This one actually is kind of nice because he's actually kind of saying like that EA would actually consider delaying Star Wars if it needed it. Like it seems like that they've taken the time to learn from the mistakes they made with Battlefield 4. And I think that's something that should be kind of applauded, don't you?
I don't know, because I remember seeing like a screenshot of two YouTube videos right next to each other, and it was literally like within an hour of each other about Battlefront saying we'll delay the game if we need to, and then there was another one that was like 15 minutes later that had someone quoted as saying it's not going to be delayed.
You know, that is the one thing that did kind of confuse the hell out of me. But you know what? I want to be
Well,
positive for once in my life, so I'm willing to give them benefit of the doubt.
What basically happened is like, yeah, we'll delay it if we need to, but currently it looks solid, so no delay is currently scheduled.
Ah, okay. Which is
So
funny
it's
considering.
basically a way to say nothing, but still put their brand out there.
Yeah.
And I guess just our little last E3 recap here. So Shenmue 3 actually is saying that they need $10 million to actually get that open world experience going on.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I'm hoping that's supposed to be the stretch goal, right? Like they're
Well-
not trying to crowdfund
well,
again, are they?
No.
that's the 10 million stretch goal on Kickstarter. They've
Okay.
already hit like 3.6 mil.
And they're getting a lot more money from whoever's investing in them, which
Other sources.
yeah.
They have yet to specify due to contractual obligations, which is fine.
I mean,
It's-
it's obviously have to if
It's gonna be funny if it wasn't Sony.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I can say about it.
Sure, there's a good number of backers, if you will.
A good number.
Mhm.
Damn, like that. I think that's the understatement of this month, Dag.
Considering that they like made the fastest million on Kickstarter.
Right?
Oh man. Anyway,
Fastest 2 million on Kickstarter.
eh,
Dr.
I'm-
Evil is pleased.
I'm still kind of weirded out. I guess people who like the game really like the story that much that they really wanted a continuation of it. But from what I heard, it was just basically like a realism simulator
mm-hmm.
that was like the
Not really.
pioneer of Sims. I don't know.
Hell are you talking about?
I don't know. I've never played the game.
You probably should.
yeah.
I've heard it wasn't that good.
Yeah, from what I hear though, is this is pretty much going to be life and death for Shenmue, because like if you notice, they said their expected delivery time isn't until late into 2017. The game
Sure.
isn't coming anytime soon.
Sure.
Pretty much got to build it from scratch at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Of course.
So anyway, now that we kind of just got some of that E3 stuff out, I kind of went ahead and decided to skip this thing we had about for the new Transformers game
Mm,
Yeah.
because we did
yeah,
kind of go
because
we did kind of go a
nobody
little
really
over
cares
with,
about Platinum games.
yeah, we did
Well-
kind of go over with the call.
Apparently all the first party developers do, because apparently Platinum's got their hand in developing like something for everybody right now.
Yeah, meanwhile their B team is making a Transformers game, just like the time they made a Korra game.
Yeah.
Oh.
Wasn't that their last game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks pretty nice, but it seems really stunted for gameplay and options.
Well, yeah, sure. Sure. I mean, Metal Gear Rising, Revengeance, whatever the fuck they called it, was actually kind of fun, despite being stunted, just because the pace and the music.
Right, the music. Man, you felt like a god when you played that game.
Hey, speaking of feeling like a god, Aaron, I probably know the answer to this, but did you actually check out the latest trailer going on for Naruto Ultimate Storm?
Oh God!
No, I've been avoiding it
Why?
because I don't want to get a very, 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 very bad case of the I wants. I remember what happened in the last game that was coming out.
No, you need to do it for you.
No!
Do it.
Yeah, but this one is Naruto Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
I might actually care now.
No, It looks
They made it
so
shitty.
pretty.
I do
And you
not.
can tag in specials.
I do not want a massive case of the wants.
It's
comes
going
out
to
in
be the best one
September.
they've made.
I know that they're always the best one they've made. They're good
No.
at what they do.
But
Except for the second one, we won't ever mention that.
well, that's why they learned from their mistake and didn't do it again.
That was like 4 games ago. They haven't done it since.
Exactly.
But you
Naruto
have to
Specials?
be-
What was it? Yeah. Naruto Specials. I remember that game. It sucked.
But if you can't do it, is there anyone that can beat Mamoru Uchiha?
Me.
See, it's what you got. Anyway, the game comes out in September for PS4, Xbox One, and PC.
It's gonna be on PC. Why?
The last few games have been on PC.
Yeah, they have been.
Who even does it have? Like, no, I guess it has online, but that's really
Yeah.
fucking weird.
It has free online matchmaking, so why not?
How is that weird?
It's I don't know.
See, he's not used to having
like-
online for free because he's
No.
still a console peasant.
What are you
Fighting
talking
games on
about?
PC
I play
is what gets me.
Nintendo. Yeah, fighting games on PC is weirded out.
Why? You can plug and play pretty much any fight pad or fight stick.
Yeah, I
want-
guess.
Can I hook up my PS4 controller to it?
Yes.
You can through
What?
Bluetooth.
How does this be done?
Bluetooth.
You can just you can
Oh.
plug it in, and there is a program that will remap all of the controls over to a Windows, like an Xbox controller. Yeah, like I was playing Dirt 3 a while ago, drunk. I uploaded that to YouTube because I
Okay.
managed to get my PS4 controller to work.
Dag, I think we know you well enough by now, so when do you play a game not drunk?
Right now,
Yeah,
Oh,
from what
yeah.
I heard, when the PS4 first came out, they confirmed that you could use a Bluetooth pairing to connect a PS4 controller wirelessly to PC.
Yeah, I don't think I have that.
yeah, you don't need that now. You can just use the charging cable.
Oh, nice.
So even better.
I mean, you have to grab third-party
Oh.
like X input software, but it's no big deal to set it up.
Help! I can plug and play a Mad Catz controller on my laptop. and it
Why
plays
would you
fighting
even
games.
mention that? It's terrible.
Because that's a point. It's easy to get a controller for a fighting game onto a PC.
Anyway, let's go ahead and go on to another little thing that we have here. Like, we just got a week of small stories with
Couple big ones.
a couple of train wreck stories that I'm pretty sure most people know of already, but we got to throw our 2 cents in. Anyway, so first off, I was actually kind of surprised to know about this, but I guess they were actually going to redo that. What was the name of that game again? Zombie U when it was on the Wii U?
Yeah, it was Zombie U.
And they were actually going to port that over to the Xbox One.
Well, there's no confirmation that Ubisoft has declined to comment about it, but apparently a listing in the Australian ratings board has shown up for a zombie on Xbox One.
Huh.
It has pretty much the same rating as Zombie U for the exact same content, but yeah, Ubisoft is not commenting on whether or not they're porting the game.
There's definitely some hints there, that's for sure. Moving right along. This is actually something I was interested in. So, we all remember the game Ark. We talked about that on the show before, right? Ark Survival Evolved?
Oh,
Yeah.
with
The dinosaurs?
trailer with the T-Rex headbutting himself through a door saying, all you bitches about to get eat up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So here's an interesting thing, is that the makers actually are offering a $100 bounty for any exploit that just happens to come up.
So
So, in other words, if anyone finds somebody hacking or botting or exploiting the game in some way and knows how they're doing it, the company will give them $100 for finding it.
that's the big point. Know how they're doing it.
How would you know?
Well, wouldn't you try to recreate it yourself if you found out about it?
That's another thing. How would you find out about it?
Well, I think there's going to be like some weird suspicious shit going on when all of a sudden some guy shooting T-Rexes at you.
Shooting T-Rexes at you.
Man, odds in GTA 5 went far.
Laser raptors.
No, right?
Blaze it.
Anyway, Okay, here's probably
Can melt steel beams.
one of our bigger things that we have. One, trying to figure out where the hell the loud kid went, because looks like he might have had some difficulty.
He needs to upgrade his toaster.
Is that toaster working now?
It doesn't look like it.
We're still working on getting the loud kid back in, but here's one of the bigger news that's pretty awesome right now. Is that, remember that whole debacle with
I don't think it's awesome. It's actually pretty terrible.
what are you talking
Wow.
about? It's awesome for corporates, right?
I'm
What are you
back.
talking about?
Yes, for those who aren't aware, I think we talked about recently the Electronic Frontier Foundation is fighting in the government to get an amendment to the Digital Millennium Copyright Act that allows gamers and other consumers to modify and homebrew different games to make them work on newer systems and keep them from becoming abandoned. And
Wait,
a
what?
representative of the Electronic Software Association, which is pretty much a conglomerate that incorporates every game that's published and rated in America. They said that based on digital technologies and all the things we can do today, there's technically no such thing as an obsolete game. They say that it's pretty much the responsibility of the developers whether or not they want to continue supporting an old game. So in other words, consumers have no right to, say, provide peer-to-peer connections or private servers for Nintendo Wii games, but if Nintendo wanted to do that, then that's okay. In fact,
Because it's
that's
okay when Nintendo does it.
exactly.
Huh.
Wow.
All right.
That's
So the ESA has some strong words about that. And who knows what's going to happen if their stance has any sway in the government. To see when the case goes to court or something.
Mm-hmm.
If it goes to court.
Hopefully
Fair
it will.
enough.
But hey, glorious day for corporate America, right?
Isn't it always?
funny.
Yeah. Anyway, we're going to go ahead and take ourselves a quick little break right now. Just kind of get yourself the moment to stretch, maybe get a drink and all that fun jazz, and kick back to some relaxing tunes. And we'll be back with one of our bigger stories right now about the whole issue with Destiny.
Oh boy.
Oh,
That girl,
God.
she's beautiful.
That's a barrel full of laughs. You want to stick around to hear this shit, folks.
It's an entire can of worms.
Anyway, we will be right back after this break. Alrighty, and we're back, folks.
No, we're not.
Oh, hi.
Oh, I guess we are back. Crap.
Damn it.
What, did we catch you in the middle of something there?
Yes, I was masturbating furiously, obviously.
Hey, he
How
found
come I hear myself?
He found the squids.
Oh, man.
I think... Okay, yeah, you fixed it.
Lol.
I was listening to myself echoing back at me for a second there.
Yeah, that happens.
That's weird.
Oh, good
Wow,
job.
this destroyer captain is dodging his ass off these torpedoes.
Anyway, so as we were kind of leading in on the tease right there, so Bungie's kind of in a bit of heat right now with the whole expansion pack.
Yeah.
Right?
Mostly because one person opened their big fat mouth.
Well, it was their job to open their mouth. They just weren't prepared with things that they should say.
They also got the wrong person to open their big fat mouth.
Well, let's go ahead and
yeah.
get into this. Like, who is this person first off, and what is it that he said when he was opening his big mouth?
Oh, Jesus.
That's what he said?
Oh, baby. Oh, Jesus.
So, Bungie's, well, the creative director for Destiny, Luke Smith, had nothing really to say about an $80 price tag on Destiny's expansion. That's
Well,
coming
it's
up.
it's for the collector's edition
Okay,
of the
I'll
expansion.
clarify for the people at home. At E3, Bungie was talking about their big expansion to Destiny coming out called The Taken King. It's like players who currently have the game can buy the expansion for I think $20 or $30. And people who don't have Destiny yet can buy a $60 standalone that gets you a Destiny The Taken King expansion. Additionally, they have an $80 collector's edition that comes with that standalone, a few physical goodies, as well as some exclusive in-game content.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a lot of outcry of people wondering how players who have supported Destiny from launch can get this Taken King exclusive content. And Luke Smith's basic answer for them was, you can buy a bunch of stuff you own already for $80.
Right.
And they somehow thought this was a good idea that wouldn't piss off anybody and everyone would be fine with.
He
Wow.
justified it by saying it all depends on what the player's perceived value of the content is. Some people will pay $80 for it.
Yeah, right.
Yeah,
And he said-
he was saying
the
our
quote-
our big fans will give us money.
And the
Yeah.
quote that he used was something along the lines of, if I showed you these new emotes right now, you would be throwing money at the screen.
Yeah.
Right.
For
Right.
emotes.
Uh-huh. Like a
Wow.
new dance or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They've made it right though. I mean, for $20 you can actually buy a downloadable content of this exclusive new emotes and weapons.
Oh, they
On
actually
top
did
of the $40 price for the base level expansion.
Yep.
How
so
much
you're
for the
still
exclusive
paying
content?
$60
$20
instead of
$20.
$80.
Yep.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah.
It looks like we have Liam calling in right now. He wants
Uh-oh.
to say his
Oh
shit.
boy.
We could have stopped this.
We didn't even
didn't
get to
listen.
the best part.
That's true. We
Hey.
did not get to the best part yet. Liam, do you want to wait for us to get to that and then you can chime in?
Yes, please finish up the whole shit that they're going through.
So the other thing that they're having going on right now is a fucking Red Bull quest.
They pulled the Call of Duty.
No. Yeah, now I have all the details here, and this shit cracked me up when I read this. So, according to, I'm reading this off Kotaku. According to them, you can access a specific quest from the Taken King by buying cans of Red Bull.
Yeah.
Now, yeah, that's how you access it, and you also get like a skin or something, like like an armor color.
No, you get like extra experience for like 30 minutes or something.
New.
Yeah, something around that. Now,
And the only way to access it is by buying Red Bull and using the code.
Well,
Oh, it's
not
not-
technically. It'll be available to everyone else at the beginning
No,
of
I
next
wanna
year.
that's the thing.
Oh, it's
Yeah,
a beta.
No, it's
That's
timed
the thing.
exclusive content.
Can you guys hear me at all?
Yeah, we hear you. We hear you.
sorry.
I'm sorry. We're just
Okay.
talking over you.
I that's what cracked me up the hardest. It's like, now buy Red Bull to get your quest. I don't like Red Bull. Then wait fucking 12 months, okay?
Oh, it gets better.
Oh, it gets even better. Like, the whole Red Bull thing, that shit just cracked me up, because I'm looking at this, I'm thinking, do you have no integrity anymore, Bungie? Once you signed the deal with Activision, did you just say, fuck it? Like, what happened?
It gets better, though. Have you heard about how Dying Light is poking fun at
Yes.
Yes.
And they might actually make it legit, which is
No,
the
it
funniest
is
part.
legit.
It is
now.
legit. They actually have a hashtag going on Twitter right now. Drink for DLC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for those who haven't heard, Dying Light is running a promotion for their game that if you tweet a picture of yourself drinking water, the true gamer fuel, with the hashtag #DrinkForDLC, they will unlock a 50% experience boost for your game. And the more people that tweet in, the more content you unlock for this competition.
The stretch goal currently is set for 5 tiers, and if you get up to 50,000, they will get. That's when you unlock all 4 of their free DLCs.
I didn't know about the experience boost. I knew there was a new weapon slot that was unlockable.
Yeah, that was That was the first part. Then they made
Wow.
it an official competition thing.
Oh my god.
This entire story has just been great. Like, for me, the Red Bull, like, to me, that was laughable. I'm looking at this, I just thought, oh my god. And then they did this, and now I want to buy Dying Light just because I want to thank them for the good laugh.
I know, right? This is support fucking Dying Light.
To be
because
honest,
let's be
though-
honest here, that's awesome.
To be honest, though, it's Activision, and Mountain Dew was already the drink for Call of Duty. So what were they gonna do?
Well,
for
here's
this
the
game?
weird part about that. I hear people comparing this. Here's the thing: when you bought Mountain Dew and Doritos, it was just like experience points. They didn't lock away an entire fucking quest that you had to buy cans of Red Bull for.
Well,
Do
let's
they
be
have a
honest.
barcode on him you're supposed to scan or something? What?
Well, yeah, but
I don't.
isn't what you're referring to supposed to be back in like Halo 4 or Reach?
Yeah,
That
Like,
was a while.
yeah, I don't think they really had like.
they still do double XP for Mountain Dew, I think, in Call of Duty.
Oh wow, they still do that. They did that for Call of Duty
I
as
think
well.
they still do that. Yeah.
Because
I don't know.
All I knew was just Halo. That was all I knew, and that was just double XP there.
I know Call of Duty has done double XP for product purchases before.
I wouldn't be
I always-
surprised.
That was so funny back
So,
in those days.
so this is a new ingredient for us to mess around with for like gamer food now, right?
Gamer fuel.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I'm just thinking what other companies, like when the Division comes out, is fucking like Coca-Cola gonna sponsor it now or something?
Well, that's not Activision.
I'm just thinking like, god damn it, what other company would
Oh,
try
maybe
this?
they're
Like,
gonna add
Activision-
hats to Overwatch, and if you buy
Yes.
specially marked packages of Twinkies, you get a new hat.
Mortal
Hostess-
Kombat 11 is going to have a Dr. Pepper fatality.
Oh, God.
What?
Still,
Buy a specific pack of Lay's to unlock the kart racing minigame in Uncharted 4.
have you guys seen the Hot Pockets emote for the Xbox One avatars?
Wait, oh
No.
god, yeah, I completely forgot about that.
I have not seen that. Now I have to go see it.
It's so retarded. Your character doesn't even eat it.
Yeah, he smells them, grows bigger, and then shoves them up his ass.
Okay.
It's
It's probably
I
pleasant,
just say-
more.
I need
Probably
to
more
just say
pleasant than
this.
eating.
This is the most fun Destiny has ever given me.
You know,
Hands
that's
down.
fair. Like, fuck it. Destiny's a piece of shit game. I don't get why people enjoy it.
Was it worth the
Because
price
you
of
know what?
admission?
Let me say this right now, as a man who's played MMOs, those people are desperately like. There's this weird like psychology game that people play with a game like that where it's I would almost compare it to a Facebook game in that there's some weird fucked up addiction some people have to it that I can't narrow down.
It's also like Dota 2. Once you've spent hours and hours of your life in the game, you just want it to be good at all costs.
You become a machine.
He said all costs.
Hence the $80 DLC.
You know, I seriously want to tell people, go look up that Eurogamer review because it's. And I love how also when he said like after he got all the shit for it, he's like, I was being sarcastic. You people couldn't tell though. And I looked at this, I thought you're the worst damage control I've ever seen.
Well, that's what happens when you make a creative director talk to people.
Yeah.
He's not used to telling it straight. He's used to making up stories.
Yeah, we
Oh,
need to start
wow.
hearing more from the PR people, the community managers that everyone hires nowadays.
Oh, man.
This is that's it. Red Bull, fuck Destiny. Buy Dying Light because Techland's a dev I think people should support because I think they're awesome. In fact,
They're pretty cool
I
dudes.
remember when I remember a friend of mine bought Dying Light and it came with a like a little note that just said thank you for buying our game, and he felt humble for that. I don't know why between them and CD Projekt Red, why are the Polish so nice? You know,
Because
what? I don't know.
they've been conquered so many times, they're like, we're just gonna be cool with everybody.
They were the last country to throw away paganism. So
Well, every other country has a lot of hatred, and just like math, the Polish are doing it backwards.
Wait, why are we so mad when we won the vast majorities of every conflict we've ever been in?
Because all the polite people moved to Canada.
See,
Oh.
the only way to have that sort of conquership mentality is kind of by being an asshole.
Yeah, but usually, that we chill.
No,
so you
no,
mess
hold
with
on.
us.
Get it right. We're
Like
dicks,
savagery
not
is
assholes.
not kind.
We're not savage. We usually just have the better technology and we just, push a better button.
We're very pragmatic as a nation.
Anyway, we want to go ahead and go into our...
it.
Yeah. All right. Hey, thanks for
This
calling
is
in.
getting
Leo.
into politics. Yeah.
I loved this story, and I just thought it was such a good laugh. Thanks for letting me.
It
come
definitely
in.
was a good laugh. And hey, as always, thanks for calling in.
All
Remember,
right,
you
have a
guys
good
can
night.
call in too if you really want to share your opinion. Alrighty.
Now let's
Okay.
get into the big story of the week.
Oh,
I'd say
man.
they're on. I'd
There's
say
a
they're on
bigger
par.
one?
I don't know. I think it's Blunder of the Year quality. If you ask me.
What? Do we have that
all right.
category?
I don't know about that. Like,
Oh,
it's been handled relatively well.
Are you about to get on the Batman Arkham Knight?
Yep.
Yes, we are.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah. For those who've been living under a rock, Batman Arkham Knight came out this week.
I like
And it's and I mean, if you've got a PS4, great for you. If you've got a PC, however, you've probably either don't care about the game or too poor to get it, or you're one of the people who is enraged about it.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, there's a-
Rocksteady isn't very good at ports, apparently.
Actually, Deg, weren't you the one telling us before the show that it wasn't Rocksteady that worked on the PC port? It was supposed to be the same guys that did the Arkham Origin game.
Uh-huh.
yeah, I heard reports on that too, that they actually outsourced the PC port of Arkham Knight to a different studio, one
Well,
that's
that's
more
stupid.
focused on console games.
Why would you do that?
I don't know. Either
you're a
way,
dick.
at launch, the PC port has been so riddled with problems that Warner Brothers has pulled the game from for sale on PC.
Until the problem's fixed, yeah.
Steam suspended sale of this game.
Yeah.
Oh, so
Damn.
still for sale everywhere else and still buggy as all hell.
It's kind of amazing when Valve looks at the ratings for a title and says, "Oh, we're pulling this because you guys fucked up."
Wait,
Yeah.
did Steam themselves pull it? I thought it was the
Yeah.
developers that pulled it. Could have sworn it was the developer's choice.
Yeah,
Was it?
Well, Warner Brothers did say they're suspending sales in an official statement.
Yeah.
Steam took the game down as well, from what I know.
Yeah.
But yeah, getting into those problems. The first problem being the game is locked at 30 frames per second by default. And you can only unlock this by going into an ini file and reconfiguring the frames per second lock. But even so, doing so is a bad idea because the frame rate dips incredibly in most segments. To the point where most people are saying having a constant 30 FPS is better than having a variable frame rate.
Wow.
Second of which, just like Witcher 3, this game uses a lot of NVIDIA GameWorks technology, none of which seems to affect anything in the game on the PC port. People have tweaked these effects on and off, and there's been no change in graphical fidelity and performance.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
And another big problem is most of the textures look god-awful for a PC game, and don't look like they were supposed to be for a PC game. Look more like a low-end console port worth of graphics.
Did you also get into the FPS already?
Yeah.
Yeah.
There is an article on PC Gamer where somebody detailed the specifics of the problems with the game.
Jeez.
And yeah, it is a mess. And honestly, everything I've heard about Arkham Knight has just been one big disappointment. Like, I don't want to spoil the story for too many people, but apparently they learned from the Obi-Wan Kenobi school of emotional manipulation. Like, I don't know if anyone saw the advertising go, "This is the night the Batman dies." Spoiler alert, the Batman isn't gonna die. It's only true from a certain point of view. Same thing with the Arkham Knight.
Oh, God. Would we get in the spoiler territory by kind of releasing what the fuck happened there?
If we want to, we should put up a huge spoiler alert for
Yeah.
anyone who hasn't played the game and doesn't
I don't
want to
care.
be spoiled.
All right. This is your official spoiler alert, folks.
So yeah, give us
Prepare to be triggered.
give us a couple of minutes on this, and then we'll get back to you.
All right.
So yeah, the first part, the night the Batman dies, what it turns out to be is the Scarecrow ends up capturing the Batman with the help of the Arkham Knight or whatever, and he ends up revealing Batman's identity live on television. That's what they mean by "this is the night the Batman dies." Everyone finds out and won't fear him anymore.
Oh no, I remember seeing like
And-
screenshots of dialogue. It was some thug going like, "Well, if Bruce Wayne's a Batman, then who's been playing Bruce Wayne this whole time?"
Yeah, that's the part. Like, they even show that in the ending cutscene. It's assumed literally no one cares that he's Bruce Wayne. They don't give a fuck.
Jesus Christ.
Just okay.
And I
We'll
saw
go be
another thing
Batman.
where like Riddler is calling it what was it called?
Like a Crusader Gate.
Crusader Gate, yeah.
Yeah,
And
it
he
was
got
an
like
email joking about-
mad about people caring more about Batman than him.
Yeah. And yeah, how about that Arkham Knight? Remember Rocksteady saying this was an original character never before seen in the Batman universe?
What's up with that?
It was a bold-faced lie.
It's
It's
Jason
Jason
Todd.
Todd.
Oh,
It's like, and the stupidest thing is
what does he look like?
Jason Todd.
Great.
There's a part where Batman and the Arkham Knight are duking it out, and Batman smashes his helmet open, and pops open. It shows it's Jason Todd. Like, oh no, you died. The joke, the same story that they've used many times before. That he was presumed dead, but he was actually brainwashed.
So the Arkham series actually is just another retelling of Batman at this
Rob,
point, right?
Here's the part that I think is the
It's always
stupidest
a new
about
retelling.
this. He has a completely new costume and a new identity, but when Batman punches his mask in, the mask falls off to reveal another part of the helmet that turns red. Like,
What?
Why would you have? It's like, why would you have that?
Is that seriously how they're going to explain? Oh, it's the Red Hood.
Yeah, that's how they did it. It's
Wow.
Like, what were they thinking? Batman punches him in the face. It's like, haha. It's like, I never thought I'd get this far. Must reveal who I truly am. It was me, the Red Hood, the whole time.
Jesus Christ.
Well, because obviously
Honestly-
you have to wear a mask under your mask.
Honestly, I would have been more surprised and more satisfied if it somehow turns out the Joker was the Arkham Knight. That would have been a more satisfying twist, not this whole bait and switch thing. Oh, it's not. It's a new character. Nope, it's Jason Todd again.
Oh yeah, is the Joker dead or what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
he's
he's dead.
officially dead,
That's
but
fucking
Batman still
stupid.
hallucinates him all the time.
I fucking stupid.
So that's how they work him into the finale, is that when Batman's afraid, he sees the Joker in his mind.
That's fucking stupid.
Because Batman's known to be afraid, right?
That's stupid as hell.
The gameplay sequences are interesting, I guess, but most people say that the Batmobile segments are sluggish and feel tacked on. I mean, if you're gonna like the action, you're gonna like the action, but the story was... I don't like being boldly lied to like that. You don't do that.
You don't kill the Joker either. What the hell?
Well, that happened in the second game.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know, but that's the same story writers, right?
You figure
Well, it was because it was supposed to be Batman's worst night or whatever.
Oh no, his
driving
waifu
him to
died.
the edge.
His other half.
Oh man.
Did we lose Deg and Aaron?
No, I think they're
I'm
still
here.
here.
Oh, okay.
I guess that's enough for spoiler theater then.
Okay.
You have to make sure to put in some kind of annotation skip when you upload this.
Oh yeah, definitely. When this gets uploaded onto YouTube.
Yeah.
Hey guys, glad you managed to avoid the spoiler.
Well, the only thing I really have to say is, you know, until Iron Galaxy can actually make a game, don't get anything from them.
What else have they even done besides
Iron
the
Galaxy?
Arkham, the two Arkham titles?
Oh.
They did work on Borderlands 2 for the Vita.
Ugh.
Oh, yeah, I heard that one was terrible too.
Does it even
let's
have
see.
any of the DLC?
I have no idea.
Let's see.
Let's see here. Street Fighter 3 Third Strike Online for Windows and OS X. They didn't develop it, but they did some post-release work on the port.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't even know that was a thing.
Let's see. They ported the Back to the Future game.
These are the guys who developed You Don't Know Jack.
Yep, pretty much.
Huh.
They also...
And You Don't Know Jack is kind of fun, kind of silly, but like it's not that hard of a game to make.
And yeah, they didn't even develop the game. They ported Arkham Origins.
Right.
Wow.
They also helped on a lot of games, but I'm sure it wasn't them that made the games good.
Right. I mean, they do a lot of port and assistance work.
And apparently they suck at it.
They really, really do. I mean, look at Arkham Origins. Look at, you know, the Batman of 2013. That PC port was also terrible. It wasn't this bad, but it was bad.
So they steadily get worse?
They've got a history of making PC ports that feel like bad PC ports.
No, not just feel like are. Like this is concrete.
Yeah.
Yeah, I hope there's something out there that some Warner Brothers will do to make up for this.
They got a lot to do.
I know they can make up for it by bringing back Infinite Crisis.
Oh god.
Fuck's sakes.
God damn it, Dan.
No, I've pretty much written that game off at this point.
Anyway, so we are kind of coming down to the end of the show. We do have one last story to get to, but at first I want to go ahead and do a quick birthday shout out to one of our fans that is listening right now.
Oh boy.
Happy birthday, Tarthalus. I hope I pronounced that right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Who's that?
One of our fans that is currently listening that says it's his birthday. So I figured, hey, why the fuck not? If you got a birthday, let us know. We'll give you a shout out. Birthday shout outs to all.
Well, you can do that.
That's the idea. So our final closing story that we have here. Oh, man. Remember a while ago we were talking about how Rust was going to implement that whole random sort of character generator that sticks to your Steam ID?
Yeah.
Yeah, bring it up.
Let's share with the class.
So, okay, the reason why I kind of get back into this is because this article came up where they're actually going to add in
What? Why?
add in the whole God, I'm having trouble like spitting it out.
Literally everything about your character is randomized based on your Steam ID, including penis size.
Dad, wait. Jesus. Jason just said he's having trouble spitting it out, and that fucking amuses me so much with this topic.
So yeah, that's what's going on here. Is that in Rust they're actually going to adjust your penis size,
And it's going to be determined by your Steam ID. You know, kind of like
And-
your skin color and your physical characteristics in general.
And boobs, etc. for the women models
Yeah.
too.
whenever they get around to putting them in.
So
I
it's,
just-
it's basically like Rust is kind of like a really big social experiment.
It
Oh, yeah.
is.
It didn't really start that way, but
Dag-
that's what it became.
Because it was like, oh, people are using the game this way. Well, let's introduce this and see what happens.
Yeah, hey,
Right.
hang on, Dag. I don't know if I gotta disagree with you. Rust was always a social experiment.
You think?
I think so.
Maybe
All
not
right.
intentionally, but definitely from the beginning.
Because
Well,
it's all...
right, but now it feels like it's intentional. Like they're just doing this to see what happens.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Yeah, I just like this line from the PC Gamer article about it. If you come up short, so to speak, you're just gonna have to deal with it. Maybe buy a pickup truck or something. I could just imagine the player base just going to town with this.
I wonder if they actually implemented it already. Like I said, we already know they have it, so your skin color changes and shit like that.
Well, yeah, it's not just your skin color, but like your height, your facial dimensions, your head size, your jaw definition, your limb size. It's all randomized based on your Steam ID.
What?
So you can spawn with like some really tiny arms and a beer gut.
Basically.
That would be
And-
amazing.
And whatever you get, you're stuck with. Like, you've been born into this world, and the only way to get out of it is death.
And then your character is going to be the same, isn't it? Because
Yeah,
Not-
pretty much.
tied to your
Not
Steam
not
ID.
the character death, no. Yours. Like, i.e., stop playing the game.
Ah,
Or you have to like create a whole new Steam account.
yeah.
Well, I suppose you could do that.
And then gift it to yourself.
I want to refund this game and gift it to this other person that's not me. I hate the way I was born.
Right?
Well, they don't
Wow.
have plastic surgery in this world or nothing? I mean, Jesus.
Well, how
Nope.
can they? It's supposed
No,
to be
it's-
like the
it's-
apocalypse.
Yeah, it's basically a post-apocalyptic, back into Dark Ages, like primitive, isolated
It's an
survival.
It's sort of an MMO-ish like survival game.
Yeah, kind of, sort of.
It's DayZ, but instead of zombies, you have naked men with their randomly generated dongs.
Yeah.
Oh.
It's DayZ, but you're all fighting against each other instead of zombies.
God, there's
Right.
the
There's
game.
limited resources.
The game totally is going to turn into a dick size competition now.
Right, I'm pretty sure there are BBC colonies already.
Jesus Christ.
On that note, it's about time for us to end the show.
Thank God.
What, you don't like knowing that your penis could be bigger in a video game?
I'm very confident in the size of my E-peen. Thank you very much.
My
Oh,
EP
God.
has won trophies.
Right? Mine has won wars.
Mine has won several battles on internet arguments. Thank you very much.
See, this does bring new meaning to the term E-peen.
Anyway, you can follow us by hitting the follow and subscribe button on Twitch and Hitbox if you happen to be listening live, or if you're just listening on our YouTube channel, totally hit the subscribe button, press
Maybe
that
we
thumbs
should-
up.
Maybe we should change the buttons below it to like say like if you click this, we'll show you the secret to like make your E-peen go 3 sizes larger.
Wow.
Oh god, there's gonna be viral marketing. That
No, we need to get a picture of Dag or Aaron seductively laying on a bearskin rug. it's like, what is that?
click
Your
me.
E-peen?
if anybody can draw,
Why does it have to be me?
Right?
I said
And
you
me.
or Aaron. Whoever wants to pose for it.
I don't want to.
to
What's
anyone
your
that can
idea? You
draw,
pose for it.
send this to us on our Facebook page at Good Game Guys Show.
Don't send us porn to the Facebook page. You'll get the page banned.
Oh yeah, that's true. Send it to our email at goodgameguyshow
Oh,
at gmail.com.
We need to have that talk with Jason.
right.
The birds
that.
and the E-peens.
Yeah, I found your Good Game Guys show fan fiction webpage.
Oh God, are you
What?
serious? There is one?
No,
Oh,
not
thank
yet.
God.
There will be.
I found the manuscripts though.
So, Jason,
What's up?
did you just say swallow and subscribe?
Did I?
I didn't hear that.
Wow. Yeah, we need to have that talk, Jason.
Oh God.
This is getting out of hand.
Getting?
That really is.
It's too big to hold.
Oh, we are a bunch. We are truly showing our maturity now.
I am permanently 12 years old. You all already know this.
Anyway, yes, please, people, follow, like, subscribe. You know the whole shebang. Thumbs up this video if you're watching this on YouTube, because God damn it, you totally want a bigger, blacker penis.
Dad,
Oh my.
Jason just went from stupider to stupider.
Right.
On that note, this is Dr. Captain.
You don't go full retard. I'm Loud Kid.
GKO, the chaotic one.
I'm Dag, and I think Jason did go full retard.
Yeah.
I'm the NPC, and I don't have a library full of dick jokes here.
Just one?
Well, hey,
Yeah,
you have to wait
just
for your-
one.
hey, you have to wait for his 1.45 update. Then we'll have the penis jokes.
Just ask Jason. He's got a full ass load of dick jokes.
I might have just thrown
Dag-
up my mouth a
don't
little
you
bit.
pants load, Dag?
Dag is now joining me in the full retard camp. Hey, buddy, what's up?
Hey, what up? They got Twinkies here?
I was promised cookies!
I was promised punch and pie.
Oh,
Where's my
God.
pumpkin pie?
Alrighty, that's it. Show's
Please
over. This is the
purchase
good game,
another
guys.
please purchase another promotional package of Twinkies in order to continue.
This is the good game, guys. Saying good game, everyone.
Good night,
It's a horrible
everybody.
game.